This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.
Did you start?
Thank you. All right. So this is the episode to be released the Wednesday before Game of Thrones comes back. God damn. We're recording this on Saturday, so tomorrow is officially 1 week. Do you think they're going to do anything?
That's how time
big?
works. It's going to open up with everyone dying, and then the next 5 episodes will just
dying.
be reactions of fans crying.
They'll reintroduce an entirely new cast.
Wait, who are you? What are you here?
A whole new cast. They just walk by.
Lannister.
And then
I was literally talking. Who is this person talking right now?
Hey.
I forgot to introduce ourselves. Okay.
And that was
hello.
That's Dan, I'm Jess, that's Julie. Let's go.
And welcome to 10 for 10. The podcast wherein one of us comes up with a 10 list, top 10 list, but not this week, because fuck you. No, wow. I'm just kidding. I'm Dan. Jess is Jess, and we have our buddy Julie here.
She's been here before, but we never did this together.
I was here once before. It was Jess's break week.
It was for the gamers.
Vacation.
Gamers only. And actually, Jess only plays Mario, so
I
she's
willingly
not a
said,
gamer.
I'm not going to do that. But hey, I did my own gamer week. I did a top 10 video games to watch.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because I was like, I don't play them, but I enjoy watching.
Ooh. Girlfriend reviews.
That's it's this pineapple mango Gatorade. It looks like piss, but it tastes.
I thought it
really
like
does
piss.
look like pee.
I didn't know they had a pineapple.
But you might have had some asparagus.
All right. Well, this week's episode is our final episode. I forgot to mention Julie's from the Kodama cast.
When you
y'all gotta make another episode soon.
I don't know.
Time. I'll call Sasha.
It's rough out there.
With Sasha, who did our art.
Yeah.
And gave me permission to ruin that art by making us look like Game of Thrones characters.
Did you ask her?
Yeah, I made sure.
He didn't want to.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I
didn't know you asked. She was probably like, he ruined it. I'm just kidding.
It's only for 3 weeks, guys. It's only for 3 weeks.
So this week's episode is our last Game of Thrones one on the top Game of Thrones characters. Top 15, I guess. But I don't want to say 15 because there's definitely going to be some overlap between the three of us. So top whatever it ends up being. Probably like 7 or 8 or 9
did that.
maybe.
He drew us some.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's actually pretty good.
He had permission.
I used, I got given
our
like a drawing
Kaylee,
tablet.
It was
Christmas.
You did? You weren't just given
Christmas,
it. Was like
2 years ago. So I actually got to
That's
really break
sick.
it out and
Did
test
you
it.
put me in like furry
really well.
things? Not furry. Like fur. Because Ygritte?
Yeah. Put that in a side-by-side comparison.
No.
As
Accurate.
a redhead, Jess is automatically.
As a redhead, you know.
No, it was either
every redhead and
it was either
every
Ygritte or
thing.
Sansa, and I was like, I'm not about to draw one of Sansa's like really complex outfits. So you're getting just the basic furs.
Oh my god. Okay. So how are we starting? How are we dropping, boys?
Well, do you guys want to go over how we like
each of us
ranked them?
kind of did
I have.
Wait. Okay. What did you like? What details are you making sure that like you have for each character?
Like what?
Their names.
What's like your reason for ranking? Like,
I thought you meant what
your
we got.
criteria.
Here's my situation. I'm very awful.
Emo.
Well, first of all, no, yes, but
You suck. I understand. So
yeah,
do I.
I'm really awful with names and also just memorizing literally any events in any show. You two, though, are like, you just remember every. It's insane. You know, like the actors.
But then, like, when I need to
immediately,
know, for, like,
I don't
things
know
like this,
shit. I'm like, I don't remember that. Even if it's
See,
like, I love that character, I'm like, I can't remember their name.
Well, see, I decided I was not going to go over their entire fucking storyline. I was just going to do, like, who's the actor, how old are they, like, at this time?
And,
I
didn't even do
and
that.
then kind of why
I didn't even do
them.
that,
Yeah.
so hopefully you guys.
I was like, this is wild.
I was I knew what my number one was, and the rest.
Little smile. You're like
The rest
so proud.
were kind of
You just
inexchangeable rank wise.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was like, I don't know. So don't come for me.
My top, you see, I actually was like, shit, who do I like?
Yeah.
I like forgot who I really like.
No, me too. Because I feel like I haven't watched the show in like years. I feel like if I rewatched it, then I would have a clear idea of like, oh, I definitely like.
I mean, like I knew who my number one was.
Well, like
I knew who my number one was,
and even number two. Suddenly, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, like
On my
but
computer,
the other three, I was like, okay.
I have like a bunch of like I have a recommendation on the origin because I've just been like going through like old clips and stuff.
I should have done that.
Well, I have like a lot of things suggested on my
anything.
YouTube because I was watching all like the little interviews from the premiere the other night.
I was like scrubbing through a video of it was fan reactions for every time Game of Thrones has made us cry, and it's like
it's not like all the time.
Yeah, it started with
Ned's fully prepared to cry.
Oh yeah, every episode.
And then I forgot about
minimum every episode.
I forgot about the scene after Robb and Catelyn find out that Ned is died.
All of his characters are also alive on his list.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hers too.
Yeah.
We don't like the dead ones anymore.
And like he's just like going ham on a tree with a sword, and then he starts crying. So I ranked mine by characterization, obviously, story arcs,
such detail,
acting, writing, integrity to the overall plot, standout moments, and I suppose how well they can stay alive and keep others alive. Okay. Do you guys want to do like your honorable mentions?
I don't have honorable mentions. The only honorable mention I can, if I had to pick right now, and I'm kind of sad. Sam, and now I'm kind of thinking he should have been on my list.
I've been thinking that as I was driving over here. I might have. So I just keep adding people to my honorable mentions because I'm like
Samwell Tarly.
Yeah, I have Samwell on my
not Samwise
as well.
Gamgee. Sam.
And I have
and Jorah almost made it on my list, and then I suddenly was like, wait, no.
So Jorah and Sam are yours.
Yeah. I appreciate Jorah.
He's not.
I don't love him.
I didn't think about it. I keep thinking about more people.
I think it's just like I suddenly remembered him, but then I was like, no, I don't. I just like I appreciate him.
I have all the good boys, all the dogs. I have them on my honorable.
I was looking at the
dragons.
Oh, I have all the dragons.
When you said the good boys, I literally just immediately went to Pip and Gren, like John's friends from the wall, and I was like, they were good boys.
They were.
Don't know why I went to them.
I have Miss Sunday and Grey Worm.
Oh shit, yeah, Grey Worm.
I love them.
The babies.
OTP.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be sad if he dies. I really like him.
I have Lyanna Mormont. I'm bad. I'm also really bad with pronunciations.
Yeah, she's pretty badass. She should be on the throne.
Ygritte.
Oh, I just squeaked.
Rest in peace.
Big F.
Big F.
Shit.
That was on the video of people crying.
Yeah. Colleen was like heartbroken. When she died, I was watching The Basement Dan. I don't even think you were with me. And she died, and I literally went, what? And my sister texted me, Jess, stop. I don't even want to hear if you're sad. And I was like, okay. Because she didn't watch yet.
I didn't watch it.
Oh my god. I didn't
start watching until the next season.
It fucked me up. Was that season 4?
Yeah.
And then I have I wrote Robb Stark, Big Crush.
That's. Have you watched Bodyguard? That's good. It's on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes. He's the main character.
Season finale, so
yeah, he's like the main
kind of pointless
guy,
to watch the whole season.
It's really cool.
I know
it's
everything.
Like pretty tense, but like he plays the bodyguard of a member of Parliament in England, and he's like a war vet, and he has like PTSD, but he's also really good at his job. But like he kind of butts heads with the woman that he's supposed to be protecting because he found out that she like voted to basically send people to Afghanistan, including him and his friends and stuff.
All right,
and she like
we're not here for that show right now.
Great show.
Anyway,
any more honorable mentions?
No.
Okay.
Dan?
My Grey Worm, obviously. Bodrick Bane.
Oh.
Gendry Waters.
Shit.
Sir Bronn of the Blackwater.
Yes.
Catelyn and Ned Stark.
Okay.
The Hound.
Yes.
Dany.
Oh, yes.
Sansa.
Yeah.
Tormund.
Ooh.
Marjorie Tyrell. And then the way I told you guys I broke the rules, I made a top 10 list instead of 5. So here's just what would have been my 5.
No.
Here we go. My number 10, Lord Peter Baelish. Number 9,
What?
Sir Davos Seaworth. Number 8, Brienne.
Did he say?
I think I heard something.
Get the fuck out of this.
He's a great character.
I heard something.
He is a character.
You're number 9, on point. Love it. Love him. Davos.
Number 8, Brienne of Tarth. Number 7, Robb Stark. Number 6, Ygritte. There you go. But he is probably the best villain.
Ygritte would have been my number 6.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You know what?
It was either him or honestly, fucking Ramsay Snow. They're both great villains.
Bolton. He got legitimized.
Sorry.
After he...
Because Cersei's just kind of evil just cuz. But Peter Baelish, you can kind of see his motivations.
Top 10 hated characters.
No, wait. Did you just say you could see Littlefinger's motivations? His fucking motivations that he wanted to fuck Sansa.
Yeah.
Because he didn't get to fuck her mother.
Yeah, he has.
No,
I'm not saying his motivations are valid.
Do you agree with
He was always creeping in the corners.
Do you agree with
I hate it with his weird stash and that mouth thing he would do.
Littlefinger is looking what Snape would have been if Harry had been a girl, right?
Yeah,
because that's
So you mean Snape is what?
No,
wait, no.
Snape is what?
All right, let's just jump into it.
Who wants
number
to
5?
Let's just jump in.
I'll do it.
Well,
and then we'll go clockwise.
I don't want to be the last one.
No, Jess, it's you two, and then I'll go last.
So you want to be the final?
Jess, me,
okay,
Julie.
Fine. My number 5.
Peter Baelish.
I can't remember what order I put this shit in.
ASMR.
Oh, I do remember. I remember who number 5 is. All right, we got...
How many pages did you write?
No, this was old ones. Tyrion Lannister.
That's my number 5 too.
Oh,
all right,
shit.
So
all right, so let's just talk about it together.
Yes.
So first, I'll start with, played by Peter Dinklage. And for season 8, he will be 39 years old. That's how old his character is going to be. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Well,
yeah, there's only one character that is on my list that it was age is they don't know how old she was supposed to be. Also known as the Imp, the Half-Man, the Little Lion, the Demon Monkey, the Dwarf of Casterly Rock. And he's a Lannister by birth, but a Targaryen by oath. Fuck. He's been married twice. First one was annulled because his dad was no. Second one was never consummated, and it was with Sansa. So it's the facts.
So they're technically still married. Oh, wait, no, because she got married to Ramsay.
He's the youngest Lannister, and his mother died giving birth to him, so he's hated. He's an outcast. So why do you like him, Julie?
I struggled on where to place him on my list because even though he's not my favorite, he's not. I was realizing I just appreciat his character.
He's one of the smartest characters.
He's super smart. He's really witty. He's charming.
Fuck. And I really love Peter Dinklage. So.
And he's he's the definition of just kind of outcasted for everything.
He
trying to
roots for the underdog because he himself is an underdog.
Yeah. We'll get to why I like him a little bit later.
Cool.
Yeah, he grew from being the queen's drunk brother to being the hand of the fucking queen.
Shit.
And her Daenerys is one most trusted advisor. And I'm fuck. Sorry guys, I dabbed. I'm having a great time. Oh, and so I also did significant kills. So for him it was Shay and Tywin.
Okay.
Other than that, probably definitely responsible for other deaths and shit. But,
I didn't even think.
No, he straight up kills a bunch of people in the Blackwater.
Yes, but that was in a battle, so I didn't really count that as a.
Wow.
Everyone was murdering each other, but no, his most significant ones were Shay and Tywin.
Yeah,
and that was and it made me super happy when he did that.
Hear my number 5?
I see. This is me having sudden memories of episodes coming back. I'm oh yeah, that's right.
He shot him while he was taking a shit.
He did
definitely taking a shit because he was sitting down.
I remember that. I couldn't. I was
because I remember I didn't know that Tywin died in the books already, and then everyone was reblogging the line that's I guess when he died, and then it was and Tywin Lannister, Lannister did not in fact shit gold, and I was oh shit, I like that a lot. Yeah.
Okay, my number 5. Similar vein, Mr. Jaime Lannister, portrayed by Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. His first appearance, Season 1, Episode 1, Winter is Coming. Brief description, he's also known as the Young Lion and the Kingslayer, mostly Kingslayer. He is a knight, former Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, and current Warden of the West. Jaime Lannister was the golden boy of the Lannister family, a gifted fighter.
He was Prince Charming.
Some say he was the best living swordsman of his time and a good battle tactician and commander, though not as good as his father or even Robb Stark, it would seem, because Robb bests him quite a few times. He's also responsible for kicking off the entire series when he pushed a young Bran Stark out of a window after Bran caught Jaime and Cersei banging.
Sometimes that it is mostly Jaime's fault, but then also Littlefinger was still getting what's his name, Jon Arryn killed. So
yeah,
so it's like the two of them are kind of what have done this shit to us.
He was born after his twin sister Cersei, and their connection was immediate and inappropriate. This led to him siring 3 illegitimate children with her, though thankfully he's grown a fucking conscience since then and has generally stopped, and all his kids are dead.
He's gonna break this.
But Jaime has always had a soft spot for his little brother Tyrion and sacrificed his right hand to save Brienne from being raped that one time because he intervened and they were like...
And he helped stopping her having to fight a bear.
Yes, that's like kind of what completed, yeah. This led to him questioning just about everything he'd done so far in his life. And the last we saw of him, he'd forsaken his sister and family to travel north in order to aid Jon and Daenerys' attempts to stop the forthcoming White Walkers. He didn't really forsake his family because
he's going to join his bro. But yes, that was like the best moment.
My number 5, he's great. He has probably one of the best redemption arcs in modern fiction, right up there with Prince Zuko and hopefully Kylo Ren when he comes around. He goes from a self-centered, aggressive, conniving douchebag to a penitent and conscientious anti-hero. Even when he started the series as a douche, as I said, he still cared for and defended Tyrion in a way that no other character has or really had before then. Yeah. Like, no one's really been Tyrion's
advocate
as much as him. Not even Daenerys, nobody else.
Oberyn. But that was more for self-gain.
Yeah, and so Coster Waldau's performance is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated on the show, and he has characterized Jaime and showed his growth in a way few others could have. And also, from reading the books, he's like a pitch perfect.
Did you only read one book?
No.
What?
Like 4 of them.
What?
I haven't finished them.
I didn't read them.
Yep.
I started, and then I just never.
He's a pitch perfect
if you
casting.
start the books after you've been watching it, it's not... Like, it's really hard because it's so much slower.
Yeah, I mean, he is perfect casting in terms of the look, so it's very easy to imagine him in the book. Also, in season 3, he looks like a perfect version of Rick Grimes from the comics because he's got like the long blonde hair, no hand, spot on, the beard, all dirty.
3?
Yeah.
See, all of like the first 4 seasons are one season.
I can't remember.
They're one season.
That's the season when he's traveling.
So I'm like, no, Jaime was captured in the first season and all that shit, and then he got home in the second.
He's captured in season...
He goes to the wall, doesn't he? No, Tyrion goes to the wall.
Oh.
Does Jaime also go to the wall?
No.
See,
Jaime's captured towards the end of season 1, then he's a prisoner for most of season 2, and then he's like on his way back to season 3.
He looks nasty for a while.
Yeah. So from an action perspective, Jaime has also been a central figure to a lot of the series' best action beats, like season 7, episode 4, The King's Road, where Daenerys attacks their caravan with her dragons, and he's like, I'm gonna fucking stab this dragon. And then Bronn's like, don't. And even though I know he's
going to stab Daenerys.
And the dragon. Even though I know he's definitely a goner in season 8, I'll be upset, but somewhat accepting of his death, as I think it'll be a perfect end to his story, especially if he dies selflessly.
I'm in my mind. I'm prepared for anybody to die.
Brienne,
you know,
I don't think I am.
Or I think
I'm okay. Like if they do, because I'm like I expect it.
At least it's ending.
Yeah, like perfect kind of like dramatic circle. I guess. What's that word? Dramatic something. A circular story. Full story. Full circle. There you go.
Full circle.
If he saves Bran and dies in the process.
That would be nice. But Bran would probably be like,
thank you.
Man, fuck you. That would be the only time he shows emotion.
Out of the way. I'm going to go over here.
That's not what that sounds like.
God.
Also, real quick, that promo, where it was just kind of showing like a bunch of like stuff in like the sand, and when it showed Bran's wheelchair like down the stairs and covered in sand in snow, I just kept seeing the John Mulaney like gif of, I saw a wheelchair outside of a building. You hope it was a miracle. It probably wasn't. Like, no.
All right, Jessica. Well, do you guys have anything to say about Jamie?
I like
Jamie
him.
Boy?
I like his redemption arc.
Yeah, definitely.
I still can't really get past the incest.
Yeah.
So his redemption
also,
was great,
I mean, I'll never forget him
with
pushing.
her. Yeah. He fucked it up. So yeah, he did redeem himself, but I don't think he had like a full redemption until season 7 because he was like, I'm coming back to you, Bibbin.
He had an initial redemption when he jumped in to save Brienne, but then he goes back and just like kind of falls back into his old ways a little bit. And then he struggles
without his hand.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He has to learn to fight again.
But
and Ron teaches him.
So hard.
He's not so good at it. He's not so good. You already did your number 5.
Yep.
My number 4. I won't say that much about it because Dan's going to talk about it later. Jon Snow. Is he on your list?
Yes.
Okay.
On my list.
Okay, so played by Kit Christopher Harrington.
Kit Harrington.
Whatever.
Christopher.
So season 8, he will be 23 years old. That's how old Jon is supposed to be right now.
That's how old I almost am.
That's perfect age.
I'm a year older than him.
Prime.
Well, I was
also known as, spoiler, Aegon Targaryen.
I was saying to Jess earlier that
Lord Snow, Bastard of Winterfell, King Crow, Prince that was promised, and the White Wolf.
He's not the prince that was promised yet, confirmed. That's Azor Ahai.
I know, I'm in the show.
He's not.
Melisandre tells him that she thinks he is, so it's like another thing that he was... Whatever, I said that's something that he was known as at like one point, because she kept saying,
she also thought Stannis was the prince that was promised.
Everyone was the prince that was fucking promised.
She's kind of 0 for 0 on that.
He's the current Warden of the North. He died once. Ygritte and Dany were his
died
boo-boos.
Once. Well, I was saying to Jess that he's only 14 in the books at the start. Yeah. Which is pretty... He and Robb both are.
As the bastard son to Ned Stark, but actually it's his nephew. He's very brooding. A lot. They even mention it on the show.
Jon as an it.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a natural leader and fighter. And I like him. And the major kills that I could always remember were Mance Rayder and Ollie. Those are the only ones that I cared about. And since I know...
Well, he's responsible for Ramsay's death.
I don't count. No. No, he helped us get to that.
Yeah, but
it wasn't his. But it wasn't his kill. Anyway, but I know that you guys are going to talk about
he's also
him more. So that's all I really got to say about him. Yeah, he's so gorgeous,
beautiful,
gorgeous.
You seen Pompeii?
Yes, it's really fucking dumb, but he looks so good.
That hair,
yeah. All right, so I'm not going to say any more about him because
my number 4, one you guys both neglected. Mr. Samwell Tarly, portrayed by John Bradley. His first appearance was in season 1, episode 4, Cripples, Bastards, and Broken Things. He's also known as Sir Piggy, Lady Piggy, Lord of Ham, Sam the Slayer, and Black Sam.
Are these all names that have been given on the show?
I don't remember Lord of Ham.
I only did names that were given on the show. What the fuck is that?
I want to be Lord of Ham.
I never heard that in the show.
Anywho.
Isn't that the one character from Toy Story?
Samwell Tarly was the heir to the noble house of the Reach, the Tarleys, but given his propensity for books and learning and self-professed cowardice and general chubbiness, his father insists that he joins the Night Watch. Otherwise, his father's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you don't join the Night's Watch. And he's like, you drive a good point.
You drive a good point?
A good bargain, whatever the fucking phrase is.
You good?
Whatever. Hard bargain. Once there, he was the subject of much ridicule from the others in the Watch, but quickly befriended Jon Snow, who helped him kind of toughen up and improve any kind of skills that he might need just to get through the training. But also Jon also nurtured Sam's passion for wanting to become a maester. Sam fell in love with a wildling named Gilly, figured out a loophole to have sex while still keeping the Night's Watch vow.
What was the loophole?
That you just can't have any... can't have any kids. So it's like as long as like the vow it says I shall not take a wife nor sire or like have any children. So it's like just pull out is his thing. That
went really well for him.
For Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Also, you didn't mention like the biggest thing that he's ever done. No, that's Gilly's baby from her father.
You're right. I forgot about that. I really forgot.
Yeah, that's where little Sam comes from. His name is Sam, the baby. But
that was sick.
Yeah, that was from Craster's Keep. Craster's.
Oh, God.
Dan?
Yes, Craster's Keep.
Stop typing. Who are you typing?
Just keep going.
It's your point that you're making right now.
Yeah, just keep talking.
Unless you want me to tell them what I think is Sam's best moment, but I'm sure that's on your list.
Okay.
Exactly.
Became the first person in 1,000 years to kill, in thousands of years to kill a White Walker by using dragon's glass, and at the same time figured out that dragon glass kills White Walkers, and deduced a cure for grayscale.
Oh, I forgot to that.
If he hadn't,
that scene was...
If he hadn't taken the black... Sam would be the current lord of House Tarly, as his father was executed by Dany and his brother went to the moon. As of right now, he's in Winterfell to aid the fight against the White Walkers, and was last seen speaking with Bran about Jon's true identity as the heir to the Iron Throne. So why he's my number 4, Sam? He's one bad motherfucker, and feeds into the series' overarching message that it's often the overlooked ones who become great in their own ways.
I liked when he stole the sword from his dad's house.
Yeah, Heartsbane or something like that.
It's Valyrian
Steel, yeah. In a similar vein to Jaime, Sam has evolved into a better version of himself over the series, although with far less senseless murder and incest. Mm-hmm. He's probably one of the smartest people in Westeros.
Just someone that was incest, but not willingly. So just that.
Along with being one of the most genuinely kind and selfless. He's also ridiculously resourceful and crazy-ass loyal to Jon and his cause. Also very loyal to Gilly and her son, even though her son is not Sam's. My last point is that if that boy isn't on the Iron Throne or the hand of the king/queen at the series end, then fuck D&D.
If he dies.
I said also then I will personally kick them in the nuts if they kill him.
Yeah, he deserves to live.
So.
Yeah, all right. What number are we at? 4?
My number 4 is Sansa Stark.
Sansa. She's also on my list.
Sansa. Yeah, I figured she was on your list.
Yeah.
I don't really have a description about her, but she
tall as fuck.
She tall. She the oldest Stark girl.
Oh shit.
She a ginger.
Oh shit.
And I didn't really like her character.
She's now the oldest
in the
Stark.
beginning.
Oh, I hated her.
I did not like her.
I hated her.
That's why I was trying to figure out where to put her on this list.
The first 3 seasons, she sucks.
But then, she's
always like, you're ruining everything. Mostly the first one. The 2 and 3, it was like she couldn't. She was just like
spoiled. She just wanted to be like a rich princess, and I was like, oh god. But then she went through so much shit.
In an interview with John Bradley, it's 30 minutes, but I only saw one part, and he's talking about how Sansa's his favorite character because he was like, I think she has gone through the absolutely worst stuff.
Seriously,
oh my god!
Every episode that they showed her, I was just really uncomfortable. I was oh my god,
that's so bad.
So I ended up just rooting for her character crazy, and now
I just hate how people
she's finally
are oh my god, her and Daenerys are gonna hate each other. Yeah, and I'm why do they gotta hate each other though? And it's and I hate the people that are they're gonna hate each other because Sansa's in love with Jon, and I'm no.
She's who are you? What are you doing?
Yeah,
get out of here.
I think she has a right to be like that now. She's got a right to question what these people are doing.
And also, didn't she have Ramsay eaten by his wolves? So I mean,
his dogs.
Yeah, dogs. Yeah. I should say that. I mean, that just was really satisfying.
It was really nice
for me.
Also.
I rewatched that episode the other day. It's so good.
Because it's your favorite fucking episode.
I need to rewatch all of them. But yeah, so... Okay. Anything else? I know you're going to talk about her.
Watching any episode from the first 2 seasons, it's a completely different show because they were just...
They're all so different.
All the essential characters are different now, basically. Yeah. back then.
Totally different. They're also
Ned is so different.
Young.
He's dead, so nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. My number 3 is Missandei.
Rest in pieces, 2 pieces.
Missandei is number 3.
Ooh.
I got it right.
You did get it right. I just didn't tell you.
I wanted to add her to my list, but I couldn't.
I suddenly was like, oh my god, like, yeah, actually.
I love her.
Natalie Emmanuel. So actually her age, it's kind of never like given. They didn't have it. So she, like casting wise, she is the biggest like age difference from her character in the book. And her character in the book is actually barely, like it's much smaller, but they loved her so much.
What's the...
she's supposed to be 10 years old.
10?
And when she was cast, the actress was 23 at the time, I think. Anyway, but yeah, so that's like the biggest like age up that they kind of did. And then they made her character a lot bigger because they were like, girl, we like you. Same with Grey Worm. He wasn't supposed to be much. And then they loved like their chemistry together.
I saw an interview the other day or something. It was about her. The actress said that when she applied for the part, said she'd been watching the show for like 3 seasons or something already, and then she saw that they were Game of Thrones was looking for like a mixed person, 18 to 23, and she like ran. Oh. She like ran to audition.
Was it one of the Sand Snakes?
What?
Huh?
Wait. Sorry, I missed the first part of that.
Put your phone down.
The actress for me.
Put your phone down.
Missandei.
Oh, so you said... okay.
Yeah, put your phone down.
She was a fan of the show.
That's not your turn.
And she got the part.
So she's pledged to Daenerys, but she's formerly was a slave for the good masters of... Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Karth.
Thank you, Karth. Right now she with Grey Worm. No, it's not Karth. Yunkai? Or...
One of those weird-ass names.
Anyway, so she rose from a slave to a trusted friend and advisor to Daenerys Targaryen. She's an interpreter, and she speaks 19 languages.
Fucking smart.
She was born on the island of
Nathi.
Nath. It's Naath.
Oh yeah, she's a Nathi person.
Yeah. So yeah, she's supposed to be like a smaller role, but they were so impressed with her. I love her because she's smart. She doesn't take any shit. And and I like that she knows that if she said to Daenerys, like, you know what, I think I just want to I want to live like quiet life, whatever. She knows that like Daenerys would immediately be like, you go do that, baby.
And she and Grey Worm.
So she's there. She has a cause. She wants to be there. Her and
quite literally.
Grey Worm don't know what they do because I don't know what he's got. But I saw. I can see.
Did they scissor? Is scissoring a thing?
What?
I don't know. Is it real?
Stop.
Let's investigate this.
Stop.
Well, because according to that one trailer for the movie that Olivia Wilde's directing, which looks really good, she's like, it's not really a thing.
Anyway, why would I know that?
You're a girl.
That doesn't.
Anyway, I really like her, and I'm glad that she's still alive, and I don't think they will kill her.
I would have put her on her list.
I think that they will keep her alive. I think she will make it.
I regret that.
I hope she has a cute little cottage.
I hope she lives a happy life. I think she needs to retire after this whole war's done.
And she can
if she did,
she's
throw a language class or something, you know.
Yeah, she could teach everyone all the languages. She even speaks a bit of general Dothraki. Yes,
so cute.
Yeah. She's really cool.
My number 3,
and I also think she helps keep Daenerys in check a little bit.
Oh yeah,
keeps her in check.
She has an actual. She knows all these different cultures and stuff more than she does. She's like, Daenerys,
reel it in. Who's your number 3, Dan?
My number 3. Arya Stark.
She's also on my list.
My list too.
Portrayed by Maisie Williams.
Oh, actually,
is she your number 3?
She is my number 3.
All right, you two talk about it.
She my number 3.
Do you want me to do the brief synopsis?
Yeah,
that I have
do your thing, and I'll try.
She was first appeared in season 1, episode 1. Winter is Coming. Like everybody else on the list, basically.
You know what? Real quick, can I just jump in? Because she's my number 2, so that's going to be my next one, too. So let's just all talk about her.
Okay.
I just realized.
She's also known as a fuck ton of other names, so I'm not even going to... Jess, do you have all of them?
No, I only have 3 of them. Ari, Lana, and Mercy. Ari. Lana and Mercy were faces that she wore.
Yeah, but also she's like, girl.
I didn't go girl. I didn't do all this.
With no name. Cat of the Canal.
I do have in all caps, glow up, and not like looks. just abilities.
Okay, Arya is the middle Stark child.
She's so pretty.
And unlike her older sister, when I said she was the middle Stark child, I had to take a second and be like, is she still the middle Stark child? And I was like, yeah, she's still the middle Stark child.
You're always the middle Stark child, even if your siblings die.
Well, I guess. And unlike her older sister, Sansa, favored activities thought to be for boys and men, such as horseback riding, archery, and most importantly, swordsmanship. Mm-hmm. She, like her siblings, was given a direwolf at a young age. She named her Nymeria after an ancient warrior queen.
Oh, by the way, she is to be 18 years old during season 8.
Oh, cool. And she's
adult. Legally.
Adult. Same.
She's
yes.
We love an adult.
Nymeria is one of 2 direwolves still living on the show.
Yes.
Her
she
father,
raising pups.
Ned, and half-brother, but really cousin, Jon, were the 2 most supportive figures of these unconventional passions. Yes. With the former getting her sword lessons and the...
Oh, I forgot to say, Missandei has never been directly responsible for a death. And that's another thing that I love about her, right? Yeah.
Cool.
I really had to I researched and I was like, she has never
Arya, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Justice.
That was a great thing about Missandei.
And the latter, Jon, getting her needle, her castle forged steel sword. Arya was present at her father's execution and made it her life goal to kill everyone responsible for anything bad done to her family.
On her list. She's gotten a few.
She's been all over Westeros and spent quite...
Has she traveled the most?
One of the most. And spent quite a while in Braavos, training under the Faceless Men to become an expert assassin in the most boring fucking story arc in the whole show.
No offense.
Arya has an impressive kill.
She did her dirty for a little bit.
And
then remember when they first introduced the faces and stuff, and everyone was like, "What is happening?" Seriously.
She has an impressive kill count and is responsible for wiping out the entire Frey line as revenge for what they did to Robb and Catelyn. Yes. And most recently, Arya executed Peter Baelish at Sansa's behest and is waiting in Winterfell for Jon to return and face off against the White Walkers. So why she's my number 3.
Wait, real quick. Other significant kills other than the Freys was Polliver, the one who killed her friend Lamy and took Needle from her, Meryn Trant, Littlefinger, and the Waif.
I said Littlefinger.
I know. I was just reading.
Or did the Waif kill her?
Meryn Trant, that was a brutal one. She stabs him in each eye, and then, does she cut off his tongue?
Probably.
And then she eventually just slits his throat.
Anyway.
Love that. And that's when she was Mercy.
I mean, talk about putting your mind to something and achieving your goals. Holy fucking shit. Arya has evolved from an enthusiastic yet stunted child into a warrior woman in her own right, with some truly badass acts to back it up. She's been a standout for many since the show's start and has contributed to the long line of strong female characters that have come before her in her own ways.
And I have a feeling it'll be your honorable mentions too. Olenna Tyrell.
We already did.
I know. Olenna Tyrell, I forgot though.
Tell Cersei. I want her to know it was me.
I just remembered that.
She just...
Go on.
She sleep. She doesn't let the world dictate what she does and she does what she thinks is best for her family above all else. Also, she and Sansa showed their sisterly fortitude when they defied and executed Baelish, and it was sick.
And Bran was in on that.
Helped,
Hey.
Maisie Williams' portrayal is also freaking amazing, and she brings a lot of depth and pain to the role that enhance the character overall, and she also is pretty spot on. Although in the books she has like Maisie Williams has a very round face, in the book she has a very long face, and that's why Sansa calls her horse face. So does Jane Poole.
See, Sansa used to be such an asshole. Is anything else that you want to add about?
No, I really liked her character from
seeing
like
her
the
dad
beginning.
get executed.
I always liked the character that's like a girl and she's like, I just want to be a swordsman or something like that. Like I always loved those characters.
When she was training with Brienne, that was like one of the best scenes. Everyone was like, yes, the tallest and the shortest, and also the most badass. Anything else?
Did I say anything else? Oh, I wrote. She went from a young tomboy to a full-fledged assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, her character is just awesome.
I also had just ruthless.
Love Maisie Williams.
Amazing. Wonderful.
Yes.
And that was that.
She is the mother I've never had.
The sister I always wanted. The friend everyone wishes they could have.
I do not know a better person. I do not.
It's Oprah. Oprah in an interview was talking about her best friend Gail. And that's
I'm like, what is happening?
She just going, she is the mother I never had. The sister.
So weird.
I always
They were definitely
the
fucking.
friend everybody wants. It was Gail.
Should we say that, or
Gail?
Can Oprah sue us?
No. So that was my number 2. So Dan, immediately to your number 2.
Ew. Ew. Gross.
Because
poopy. That's a poopy joke, Jess. My number 2 isn't a number 2. He's great. Tyrion Lannister. Portrayed by Peter Dinklage. He was
number 1.
A.k.a. the Dinkles.
The Dinkles.
He first appeared season 1, episode 1.
And
Winter
he looked like
coming.
Such a douche. His hair. I forgot to mention that his hair looked so douchey.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he does have a pretty cool intro.
I'm trying to remember.
He's getting a blowjob.
It was douchey. Oh, God.
And then he's like...
Are you looking it up as he's
yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Justin Bieber in the first episode. So all of the Lannisters do.
And he also slaps the shit out of Joffrey twice, right?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And he's like, you can't hit me. He's like, excuse...
Okay. And Jess already went through all his names. He's the current Hand of the Queen, claimant to being Lord of Casterly Rock, former Hand of the King, and Master of Coin. Since his birth as the youngest Lannister sibling, which killed his mother, Tyrion, has been an outcast.
What?
Sorry, I'm just looking at
yeah. Oh, yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, the picture of him with the douchey hair?
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Oh, that's amazing.
And then, like, the next season, they step it up.
Yeah, it's just his actual hair. Tyrion has been an outcast. No one in his family, save for Jaime, has even pretended to like him, and society, which we live in, has shut him out. His father and sister tormented him throughout his entire life, making him callous and snarky. But because of this, Tyrion turned to becoming a man of culture and read basically anything he could get his hands on. That has made Tyrion, like Sam,
he loved brothels.
He's a true gentleman.
Drinking.
And he also found the boy with some BDE, the biggest dick energy, Podrick.
Well, he just has
He helped
a big
Pod
dick.
discover himself.
He's one of the cleverest people in Westeros, able to outwit almost any other character on the show and talk his way out of countless predicaments.
What, Podrick?
Yeah, you just called Podrick big dick energy.
They say it on the show. Don't you remember
Yeah. Tyrion comes in, he's like, Podrick, you have big dick energy.
And they won't take his money because they were like, we don't want the money. That was
payment enough.
He did enough.
I thought you meant they literally said big dick energy.
Do you think
that
has nothing to do with his dick? Do you just think Pod eats ass? That's why they didn't need to be paid.
I think Podrick is going to live.
Oh, we should go through all the characters that we've already named and say, do they eat ass?
Everyone. Oh, I'm going to say, are they going to live?
Everyone.
And I was going to say, I think everyone.
Oh, yeah, we should also do that.
Going to die because I also think that they're just going to end the show with everyone dying. I'm convinced. Because I think it'll make me feel better when some of them live. You know? I'm just planning on everyone dying. Not at the same time. Slowly throughout the episodes.
Where was I?
Sorry.
This doesn't mean that Tyrion is useless when it comes to a fight, as he shows his worth at the Battle of the Black Water.
Awesome scar.
After being framed for Joffrey's murder, though, Tyrion killed his former flame Shay and his father, then shipped off to join Dany. He's currently on his way to Winterfell with Daenerys and Jon to rejoin the other forces for the upcoming battles. Mm-hmm. So he's my number 2. You guys already went over why you liked him, so I'll just do this real quick.
He was also super respectful of Sansa and never tried to force it into him. They knew that the marriage was fake and he wasn't.
He has a lot of honor for someone who everyone accuses for having no honor. He's such a fantastic character, and Peter Dinklage's performance as him is spot on. Despite the constant Despite the constant torture of growing up as a dwarf, he still has a great capacity for caring and doing good for others and the realm. He's such a tragic character, but seeing his tragedy turn into something positive is always amazing. Again, this feeds into the narrative that I mentioned earlier with Sam about unsung heroes getting their time to shine. And also, as mentioned, he's wickedly bright, and seeing one of his plans, any of his plans, really come to fruition on screen is always a great joy. Like whenever he, outsmarts someone. Like that one time when he told all the people around him a different lie, and then saw which one got back to him to see who he could trust or not.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
It's a good trick.
Which one did they trust?
The only one who didn't betray him, I think, was Varys.
Varys is, oh my god, he's not on my top 5. So that's why but he's
new.
I still think he's one of the best characters. He's just not one of my favorites. Yeah.
Instead of
But he is one of the best characters.
And it's of course he's the master of secrets. He'd keep that close to use it even when he needed to, not just go and tell everybody.
Because Tyrion pointed out to Daenerys that yes, even though Varys did spy on Daenerys for all those years, he was the reason that she was alive for all those years. He would. Mm-hmm. Helped stop, Bobby B. I call him
Bobby
from
B.
constantly he halted some the assassination attempts, being dude, she's still a baby,
yeah,
with his little birds or whatever. What are they?
Yeah, little birds. You got it right.
Okay, yeah.
Those shouldn't be spiders because he's the spider and Baelish is the bird.
Yeah, I don't know.
His hatchlings. His spiderlings. Yeah. That's what a adolescent or child.
Charlotte.
But he doesn't die at the end when he gives birth to all of them.
I hope he lives.
He has a full head of hair now. It's real weird.
Does he?
Because he has long
he's grown it out in between seasons before.
What's the actor's name?
I always forget.
Here, Julie, you can start talking if you want
about your number 2.
Oh well. I'll mention it, but I know that Dan's going to have a lot to say about this one.
So that's why I didn't talk much about
Jon Snow.
Is that your best impression?
No. Not my... Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's all gray now, though.
Of those memes of...
He kind of looks like my dad.
Therapist, blank isn't real. He can't get you. And then it's Varys with hair is real. He can't get you. Varys with hair.
He doesn't actually look like my dad.
No. But he originally auditioned for Bobby B. Robert
what a good get. Now he's been on the show for much longer.
Yeah, and he said he didn't think he was going to get it. And then he was reading other characters that they were trying to cast. And he was like, that one. That's what I want. And then he got it and was Varys. And was very sad about having to shave his head.
And cut his testicles.
And apparently the actor who plays the Hound. Jesus Christ. The actor who plays the Hound was suck it up.
Was the Hound in my list of honorable mentions?
No. I got issues.
He should be on there. I got issues.
Cool. I hate the people who are I want the Hound and Sansa to be.
Ew.
Oh my god, have you never seen shit about that?
I actually have.
Jess,
I have.
where?
Sure. Tumblr.
Oh, of course.
Tumblr's fucked up.
I think I've definitely seen
I've seen so much shit about it. It's he was so protective of her when Joffrey was tormented, and I'm no!
He was doing the bare minimum.
Yeah. Anyway. Your turn.
Well.
Sorry, John, what do you want to say about him?
Jon Snow.
I don't have a crazy description, but I really like him.
Yeah.
He's very
good leader.
He's just always
not
brooding.
The best planner.
And
I like how we both he's very brooding.
But he is a pretty good
he's a true kind of an underdog that kind of rises, and he didn't ask for any of this. He's always just
that's very true.
Do I have to?
He is one of the characters that did not ask for anything.
He'll do it,
He even was I'm gonna fuck off to this wall.
That's why he's
and just
if
let
I die,
everything go.
Don't bring me back this time. Just let me die.
Because from the first episode, he was I just want to go to this wall, and I want to stay there. And I want everyone to leave me the fuck alone.
That's literally
and
his
did
process.
Anybody leave him the fuck alone?
No. Not at all. Next thing you know, he's fucking leading a war. He's
what? He didn't want this.
Okay, this may sound like a weird leap, but it's kind of like going to college. Because it's all of high school, you're oh, I just want to get to college. Want to get to college.
I wasn't
then get to college, and then it's shit, this is a lot worse.
I didn't ask for
Can't relate over here.
But,
yeah.
Well, it's one of those
he's, like we said earlier, he's a very beautiful man.
Yeah.
And he,
wears 40 pounds of furs.
Them furs?
That apparently smell very bad.
They got us.
Wait, keep talking. I'll be right back.
Where are you going? You don't want to hear my number. Wow. Okay, so
I do want to hear your number one.
You already know who it is, don't you? He knows who it is.
Anyway.
What do you like about him? Tell me.
Well.
Where do you think he would take you on your first date?
Somewhere cold, probably. You know, maybe I'd be so cold he'd let me wear his fur.
I don't think I'd want to wear it. It seems really heavy.
It's manly.
It seems really, really heavy and gross.
No, I don't know how to explain it. He's just
like furs?
I do. Oh my god. I do think that he runs. His emotions do take too.
I thought you were gonna say he runs weird.
Yeah, I thought you were too, and then I was trying to remember how he runs.
No, he lets his heart run on weird. He runs on his emotions more than he should.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. He's a good tactician, but
he lets
people
his emotions
know that they can exploit his
Whereas, are you done with yours?
feelings.
Yeah. Whereas my number one has learned to not let her feelings control her. Sansa. Sansa Stark.
Sansa. Say the whole thing like Littlefinger.
No. So, played by Sophie Turner. She's supposed to be 20 years old come season 8. Also known as Little Dove, Little Bird, Sansa Lannister, Sansa Bolton, Elaine, whatever she was going by when she was like in hiding.
What?
When she was traveling with Peter to the...
Eileen.
It's spelled...
Come on, Eileen.
It's spelled A-L-A-Y-N-E.
No, I was just saying Eileen.
Anyway, and Lady Stark / Lady Bolton. She has been married to Ramsay and Tyrion. One of them was unconsummated. One of them was fucked up. She started as probably like my least favorite character. Because she was really fucking annoying. But... And I don't think it took her until season 3 to become better. I think it took her until the end of season 1, but she couldn't do anything about her situation, really, until season 4, you know? She was kind of like, all right, I just gotta play this role until I can eventually get out of it. She learned to play the game. She learned. What was that?
Oh my god.
There's children screaming.
Someone's screaming.
So she has grown, and she has learned from... the people who have manipulated her and abused her in the past, and she's taken that knowledge and it's not...
Internalized it?
Yes, and, like, at one point she's talking to Jon about Cersei, and he's like, it almost sounds like you respect her, and she's like, I learned a lot from her, and it's like, that's not necessarily bad, like, you learned how she works, and you did learn some of the tactics that, like, she can use that you can use, too. Don't think it's awful. I don't think she'll ever be fucked up like Cersei.
Yeah,
she
Cersei's,
took,
like, the
good
worst,
parts of what
really,
Cersei... kind of taught her, you know what I mean?
Fuck shit up.
She was fucking... She's evil. She's one of the most traumatized characters of the entire show.
Definitely.
Hooey. So no, she's not a warrior like her brother Jon. Bran is not a warrior.
He wanted to be one, though.
True. So is her sister and her cousin. But she is smart, cunning, and able to put emotions aside, unlike Jon and Daenerys, because I think Daenerys also runs a bit on emotions, even though
she runs really, wholly on emotion.
Even though she Jon, likes to think that she is not running on emotions, she really does. When she killed
Samwell Tarly's dad and sent his brother to the moon.
Stop saying that. But no, she's just my favorite. One, because I think that Sophie Turner does like an amazing job in the role.
I love her.
Another actor, it's like it's very tough to know that a child actor is gonna like grow up to still be like good, you know? Because sometimes they like cast kids on shows, and then when they get older, it's just like, go away. You're just annoying now because like they're not that great.
Like Mary-Kate and Ashley.
They quit acting though because they knew. Okay. Sometimes you gotta know when you grow up, like, maybe I wasn't that good. Maybe I was just a cute kid. And that's why I was cast. You know?
Julie, what's your favorite Mary-Kate and Ashley movie?
I've seen them all. Okay.
The look of terror on your face.
I had the game. I played, it was a GameCube game I played. Right. It was Mary-Kate and Ashley's Sweet really 16. Warm. It was kind of like the Game of Life.
No, I'm going to keep it on.
But it was Mary-Kate and Ashley.
For those listening, I went and got my hoodie, my Game of Thrones hoodie, and it has the Stark seal on it, and it also has fur all around the hood.
Okay. Anyway, so she stood up for herself in situations where...
Hot topic.
It was one of the two.
She learned to stand up for herself.
Amazon, actually.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't... I feel like that's a hot topic.
Let's check the tag.
Anyway, so, like, on her wedding night with Tyrion, when he said, we don't have to do anything until you want to, and she flat out says, what if I never want to? And I'm like, all right, so she knew when she was able to stand up for herself, and she did in the situations where she knew it was safe to, like, speak out. She just wanted to go to fucking Highgarden and get married to...
a gay man.
Yes, Mr. Tyrell. Just wanted to...
She wanted to marry the Iron Fist.
Yeah.
The immortal Iron Fist.
What the fuck is his name?
Danny Rand.
No. Loras.
Daniel Rand.
Loras Tyrell.
Yeah.
She was accused of poisoning Joffrey with Tyrion, but she had been able to escape before that, so that was nice. She went a little dark for a minute, like with her hair, like, whoa. And so apparently they asked her not to wash her hair for like a year.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then after that, she was like miserable, so she started wearing wigs for the last few seasons. So I'm like, thank God.
Why did they ask her to stop?
They wanted her to look like how the character, like, on the run, like, not really.
So
and also, like, when her hair was dark, because, yeah. Yucky.
She's
yucky.
That's like how you go bald, though. Like, if you don't wash your hair enough.
No. It's supposed to be that, well, first of all, you're not really supposed to wash your hair much at all.
Yeah.
It's, like, bad for it. And there's
people that wash their hair every day.
No poo. That's what they call it. They just no poo.
Like, no shampoo?
Yeah, for, like, they just never do it, and then their hair's supposed to be really nice.
No,
I can't do it, but... Props to them.
I was going to say something about her. Oh, so her costumes also, I like how they've gotten, because she was always called, like, Little Dove and, like, a little bird and whatever. And if you notice, on her costume, when she was being all, like, dark, it almost looked like they were, like, feathery, like, scales. And now her armor is very similar to, like, birds. So she's taken that shit. And she's like, you know what? You call me a fucking little bird? I'll fuck you up. And also, when she walked away from Ramsay being eaten by his dogs, that little
amazing.
Gorgeous.
That's what I said.
Screaming.
What a great scene.
I was screaming.
It was so great. Perfect.
I loved it.
Nothing better.
And also, her and Arya finally being reunited and being on the same team and not being turned by a Baelish. Like, I was really worried that they were about to fuck up everything and actually have her, like, be like, oh my God, yeah, my sister's trying to kill me, let's kill her. And then she was like, bitch, I don't think so. Go ahead, talk about Jon Snow.
Okay, number one for me
because we smart.
Jon Snow. Like,
shock.
Or Stark or Targaryen, portrayed by Kit Harington, first appeared, season 1,
His name wouldn't
be
Jon Targaryen, that would be Aegon.
Winter is coming, and that was the last time he, like, didn't have a beard, and it's really weird watching that episode now, because they all look like babies. Without the beards. Yeah, because they all shave.
And also it was shot, like, before the rest of the season, so they looked even younger in that first episode.
So he grew up believing he was the bastard son of Ned Stark and the product of infidelity. This weighed heavily on Jon, as his only maternal figure, Catelyn Stark, resented him greatly, and he always felt like an outsider among his siblings, no matter how much they insisted otherwise. Like the other Starks, Jon was given a direwolf, the albino runt of the litter named Ghost.
Now the coolest, but apparently just taking a long nap somewhere else because we haven't seen him in a season. He's too expensive
now. As a means of gaining honor, Jon joined the Night's Watch at a young age and excelled there. He was taken under the wing of Lord Commander Jeor Mormont and became close friends with Sam Tarly, Pip, and Gren. On a mission to infiltrate the wildlings, Jon fell in love with Ygritte, but the two had to part ways, and she was killed in the Battle of Castle Black.
In his arms.
And died in Jon's arms.
Jon fuck you.
Was eventually elected Lord Commander, but as he planned to recruit wildlings to help stop the Night King, some of the members of the Night's Watch mutinied and murdered him. So Melisandre resurrected him. He reunited with Sansa and with her aid retook Winterfell. Ever since, he's been trying to raise a unified army against the dead. Jon has also been confirmed as the legitimate son of Lyanna Stark and Rhaegar Targaryen, and the true heir to the Iron Throne. Which, I don't know if that's true. I think that Cersei is technically the true heir to the Iron Throne.
No, she's not.
Well, because the Iron Throne was won by right through battle when Bobby B killed him.
No. Yeah, Bobby B. Baratheon.
Yeah.
So that means Gendry would be it.
Gendry's illegitimate.
You just said she's his husband. Also. No, because it doesn't...
She's his wife.
There you go. No, because it wouldn't go to her after Bobby B died.
Yes, it would go to his
children. And that wasn't his real child. Gendry would be it.
Gendry was illegitimate, though, because so all the kids would be skipped.
Everyone's illegitimate in this show.
All the kids would be skipped. It would go to Stannis, then it would go to Renly, then it would go to Cersei. Everyone else is dead. She is technically the heir to the throne.
Shireen also could have been an option, but she was a lady.
She's dead.
A little girl. I know. Fucked up.
Shireen!
That fucked me up so hard.
So, just of the Targaryens, he's the heir to the throne there. He was last seen on his way back to Winterfell with Dany and Tyrion, banging Dany, his aunt. Gross.
While Tyrion looked on and everyone was like, oh, why is he jealous? And it was like, no, he just thinks that it's bad to mix politics.
Yeah.
And
love. No, he's jealous.
He is number one. He's literally the Song of Ice and Fire. The entire series has been named after him from the start, and we didn't even know it for so long. I mean,
everyone kind of knew it.
He's also the closest thing.
It was quite obvious.
Suspicious.
One of the closest things the show has to a protagonist. But as Julie mentioned, he's a very unconventional hero. He's an underdog, an outcast, a bastard. He's skilled, but not the best. Average sized, if not a little short, with unruly hair and an unkempt beard.
Wow.
For a majority of the show.
What does that have to do?
But he's cleaned up now.
You messy bitch.
Which makes you wonder why I like him so much.
Are you saying that you're a messy bitch?
I'm a messy bitch. I have unkempt hair and an unkempt beard.
Don't.
I do. It gets unruly as fuck.
When it's nasty and you need to wash it.
This is Dan reaching to be the same as his
favorite
character.
We are the same height, though. He is only 5'8", which is pretty crazy. That means he's the same. He's the same height as Tom Holland.
Okay.
But he seems like taller.
Let a man live.
John?
Yeah.
Kit Harington seems short. Also, Kit Harington, no offense. I love you. You're not the smartest. He didn't know that his real name was Christopher until he was 13.
If you were never told by your parents.
They was taking a test and he wrote something standardized and he wrote Kit Harington and they were like, try your full name and he was like, Kit, and they were like, your name's Christopher.
But wouldn't they call his name on first day?
Right.
Like, so Christopher?
I don't understand. But yeah, he didn't know. It was weird. That his first name.
I don't understand.
You know what? What a fucking idiot.
Harrington's performance is so great.
I like that as a nickname for Christopher.
He brings a lot to the role and sometimes even improves on his book counterpart. But what makes him great is what makes Tyrion and Sam so great as well, as even though they've been beaten down and insulted their whole lives, they still wish to do good in the world, which I think is very admirable. And as Jess mentioned, he's a very good leader, natural leader. People rally to him very easily.
The King of the North.
Even though he's not a very good public speaker, it's just he has this kind of seriousness and gravitas
in terms
about
of
him
the little boy that
makes him
wise
above his years, further than his years.
Is he though?
Yeah, I'd say so.
He's just doing his best.
He's like fuck family names and lines in the sand. This is the real issue. Yeah. Can we just deal with that and then get back to this?
It's true.
And
he's the only one who's been dealing with the actual
are gonna die.
Him and the boys in the wall are the only ones who've been dealing with the actual threat since season 1. Whereas everyone else in the South are I'm just living it up. Oh shit, you want to take my throne? Not. They're all coming to murder us.
He's literally fighting zombies, and they're just I'm the king.
Yeah, I do respect that he has been fighting the good fight.
And he didn't
politics versus...
He didn't curse until season 5, and he's only cursed once.
And his first curse was fuck.
Yeah.
Right?
What a man.
He shot for the moon.
He just went all in.
Almost all of the best action and battle scenes and episodes feature Jon prominently, and the dude is he's a badass. Yeah. There's no second guessing it. There's just so many iconic action beats. Yes, I would if I could. This guy fucks.
He slaps.
This guy fucks.
Does he exude BDE?
Yeah.
For sure.
But a restrained
but he kept it in his pants for a while.
He did. He really tried.
He
tried.
And then he was like, shit.
But then when there's a wild ginger girl
kissed by fire. And then the next one he was like, ooh, kissed by fire because dragons.
Oh, boo. Right? Oh, that's his aunt. Gross.
He did that. Think about it.
His character arc has had tons of twists and turns.
My aunt just accidentally FaceTimed me.
And if he continues on my predicted trajectory, he may end up winning the Game of Thrones, which would be a pretty... I don't think
he even wants it, though.
I think it would be a pretty amazing progression from a bastard in the Night's Watch.
I think he would step aside and give it to...
So that's sort of akin, if he does end up options. The king, it's sort of akin to like Aragorn's story in Lord of the Rings, which I know George R.R. Martin is a huge fan of, and so am I. Aragorn's my favorite Lord of the Rings character, probably.
I know.
Therefore, I am George R.R. Martin.
Real quick, I do want to say, back to Sansa real quick.
He looks like George R.R. Martin, though. Like Kit Harington... George R. R. Martin.
I don't like that. Shut that up right now.
Here, I'll find it on Google. You guys keep talking.
Real quick, back to Sansa for 1 second. I know that like she's in like an option for like the throne, kind of like the big like expectation, but I don't think that she wants it. I think that she's like, just give me the North.
Somebody.
If I can rule anywhere, I want it to be Winterfell. I don't want to come back to that
be a queen.
But I think now I think at this point in her life, she's like, I don't want. Ew, no.
No.
I don't think she wants all of Westeros. I think she just wants her home, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think she... For sure. Yeah. Anyway, who's your number one?
Well, guys, you can Cersei? Only imagine Ramsay Bolton. I'm just kidding. It's Joffrey. Drop. I'm just kidding.
You like turn
slop your Joffrey.
Daenerys Stormborn.
I'm kind of sad. She's definitely an honorable mention of mine. It's just...
She's
love
just got
her.
Real fucking annoying.
Well, I noticed my entire list.
Love her.
All 5 of mine are all in the first episode were underdogs. Even like Missandei wasn't there for first, really but she started as a slave. All of mine were underdogs.
Well,
so no offense to Dany.
I know everyone's living it up hot in the South here, for a little bit.
Oh, was she getting hot?
I couldn't even remember all her damn titles. So I looked.
The
I'm on a notepad.
Stormborn.
I know I have it. I wrote down what it said online. I'm not really sure how correct
the unburnt.
It says Daenerys Stormborn of the House Targaryen, first of her name, the unburnt, Queen of the Andals, and the first men, Khaleesi of the Great Grassy, Breaker of Chains, and Mother of Dragons.
Yes. Also, and then I wrote, was born in the middle of a storm on the ocean.
That's why she's called Stormborn.
I wrote, this bitch birthed dragons, first of all.
Not from her womb, but from her heart.
From her heart. She got the sickest outfits.
On the burning body of her husband.
I want is I want whoever styles her outfits and her hair. I want them at my house.
Favorite time of outfits for her is the blue.
The blue
dress.
one.
That's my favorite with like the necklace that's like
it's sick.
The like claws. That's my favorite.
But she also looks. That is my favorite. But she also looks cool when she.
That was like her kind of like on the run. When she's with,
she's right? Well, yeah. Now I love her winter look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her winter look. Oh my god,
it's like it's white, but then she's got like red and it's like dragon scales.
Yeah.
She look good. And sickest hairstyles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I know that the King's Landing hair, like Cersei's, it was all complicated, but I'm like, I would never fucking wear that wig on my head.
Like that's crazy.
So many wigs.
They like
She's complained because she's like, I have 2 sets of hair on my head. I'm sweating.
Her wig, they like she'll be out in the sun for like a little bit recording, and they have to like go and like bleach it again. It was like something ridiculous. Ugh. I was like, that's annoying.
I just feel bad. And she didn't dye her hair blonde until like last year, and then she was like, I hate it.
She did dye it blonde.
It's too much upkeep.
Also, Emilia Clarke.
I know.
God bless her.
She's great, and she suffered 2 aneurysms.
Yeah, like
God bless her.
Damn,
God bless my beautiful baby.
I love her. She's an angel.
I do love her. She's like
Emilia Clarke
cheerful. Is the happiest person.
Not only is she an angel, is she an angle?
She's
for sure,
or a devil.
Oh no, she an angle.
Okay. But no, so I do love Daenerys, but
I just like her because she's
I would be perfectly happy and content if she was
every
on the
time
throne.
She like just like does some shit. I'm like,
but she scares me sometimes.
I love that. Also,
the only time I was like,
dragons
what the
around
fuck, is when she killed the Tarleys. I was like, that's a little uncalled.
The time though when I was like, what the fuck, was when she was in the with all the calls, and then she like just grabbed the flame thing, and they were all like, what? And she just knocked it over and was like, I'm gonna burn you. And she walked out.
When she was
naked.
This is a fun fact I know. When she was filming the scene where she was eating the horse heart in season 1, well, apart from that being disgusting and like she had to like spit it in a bucket every time, she got stuck in a porta potty after because she was covered in fake blood. And, like, it was so sticky and slippery that she couldn't open the doors. She got stuck in the porta potty.
What she suffered for that character.
Okay, so I think she suffered because her
first
marriage, she was not happy at first, but then it ended up becoming a beautiful marriage. It just took some time, and she taught him.
She took the reins.
Yeah, she taught him, like, that's not how it's supposed to be.
In the beginning.
I know.
And then
I was like, I hated it in the beginning. Everyone was like, no, like, trust me.
Yeah, I hate it.
You're gonna, like, love it. I was like, by the end of the first season. And then at the end of the first season, he fucking died. And I was like,
yep.
You made me love him. I do love Daenerys. And I will be super content. I'll even be happy if she ends up on the throne. But I feel like concerned.
Honestly, if she or Jon end up on the throne, I'd be like, yeah, but I'll also like, it's predictable.
Yeah.
Well, who do you want on the throne?
Jamie. I'm kidding. Sam, yeah.
Oh, that would be so...
Baldrick.
That's Dan's cousin had like put something on her Instagram, and it was like
would kill the Night King.
Yeah, it was like her predictions, and then also who do you want to kill the Night King? Who do you want to end up on it for killing the Night King? Podrick Payne.
How would Sam though end up?
I don't know. I feel like he'd be good.
He would be in like the council. I believe.
Yeah, I feel like he'd either be Hand of the King.
Do you think
I
turn it into a democracy?
Or like the head.
If it was
Maester.
Jon and then Sam was Hand of the King, I'd be like.
I think that'd be cool if they end up changing to like democracy, like a representative one. Like they still have like
for each
the North, South, East,
and there isn't
and
one.
Like they vote on who they think. Yeah.
But also, if Daenerys does end up, Sam won't be the Hand of the King. It will probably stay Tyrion if Tyrion lives.
Because that's what it was before. It was like. Except it wasn't a democracy.
If Daenerys doesn't end up on the throne, it's because she's dead.
Before they were united by Aegon the Conqueror.
Some of the characters, if they don't end up on the throne, some characters, I think, if they don't end up on the throne, it doesn't mean that they have to be dead. But Daenerys, I think, if she's not on the throne, it means she is dead.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
Also, Cersei. Those are the two that I'm like. If their character doesn't end up on the throne, it's because they have been killed.
Yes.
Yes. She's going to be killed by one of her brothers.
Kill her in the first episode.
It's like a prophecy that her younger brother will kill her.
I know, but
and everyone's like, but she's twins.
I'm just imagining it.
And Jaime's younger than her. And so Tyrion or Jaime they're going to kill. I think they'll kill her together. Wouldn't that be magic?
Wow.
Or don't you think that it's going to be Arya wearing
I've heard
one
the
of their
theory
face
that it
wearing
could be
Jaime's face?
Arya.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wild, wearing Jaime's face.
Yeah. Or Tyrion.
But it doesn't mean that Jaime would have to be
Arya to just kill everyone.
Possibly. Well, what if Jaime dies of like, in a battle and then she like she doesn't like kill him?
That's just like a lot of work to take someone's face off their body.
Yeah. Well, that episode, the Battle of Winterfell episode, is rumored to premiere the same weekend as Endgame coming out. So that's just going to be
a lot of trauma in one.
They announced that the big battle is going to be the third episode.
Sick. All right. Well, I think that wraps up our episode.
Yes.
Thank you, Julie, for being here. I know you're going to join us for the first episode of Game of Thrones. As of right now, Jess and I don't have an episode planned for next week.
I might be too emotional.
As we're going to be on vacation in Orlando. And
too emotional when we get back.
So maybe if we do any episode, it'll probably just be like a quick, maybe 20 minutes, just giving our impressions on the new episode of Game of Thrones, like just kind of wrap this up. So be sure to follow us on Twitter at 10for10pod, like us on Facebook, 10for10 podcasts, follow us on Spotify, Podbean, iTunes, Apple Podcasts.
Hit up Julie's podcast.
Hit up Julie on Twitter. Hit her up on
I go by
Twitch.
Legend of Julie, the legend. Right now, I hate my username.
She's very entertaining
but it's
when she
Legend of
Kingdom
with
Hearts.
with a 0, right? Not an O. Legend of Julie.
No, it's an O.
Okay, I'll be sure to link it and stuff. And KodamaCast on YouTube and Twitter. What else?
I love you. Gotta
Be sure to tell a friend and everything and family. And we hope you enjoy the new episode of Game of Thrones. Tell us what you think of it.
Thanks for listening. This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.